Welcome back to this side of 48. This is your girl Lou. We haven't carpooled in a minute, and hopefully I got you guys at a good angle so you can see me and this makeup look. So currently I'm on my way into work. I don't know if I've ever explained why these videos are so long. I have a 15-minute ride to work every morning. It could be longer depending on traffic. And so what I do is I try to do my carpool and talk with you all on my way in. So many things are on my mind and I wanted to share, but at the same time I was like, okay, when do you talk about what? Because I always feel like when I've watched my past carpool rides, they've been kind of all over the place. So from here on Fridays, if I do a carpool ride, it'll be about hair. If I do it on like the weekend, it'll be about what's in the news. And if I do it on Mondays, it'll be about my weight loss. Just so like if you're watching my carpools, you can kind of catch whatever. So currently, to increase the blood flow in my head, I have started taking a water Zumba class, Ricky and I, and it's on Wednesday nights. The lady who teaches it is really good. She's very encouraging or whatever, so enjoying that, and I really enjoyed it. We went to our first class Wednesday and it was everything, so definitely going again. Then we have been wrapping our Christmas presents as they come, and as far as my hair growth, as you can see, I braided my hair back up. I did put a video up on how I set myself up to do these braids, as well as how I install them, so that if you were trying to learn how to do it, then you could. And I set it up, the way I set it up is so that it could make the process faster. I mean, realistically speaking, you don't want your braids to be heavy, so the way I set it up is made it so that it will be very lightweight, and that way I wouldn't be pulling out any of my hair and or disturbing my edges. So this morning on the carpool, I wanted to talk to you guys about those vitamins and supplements I have been taking for my hair, and kind of give you guys an update and let you know how it's going and what is it really doing. So the MSM, which is a natural sulfur, basically your body needs sulfur, and different people need different amounts. I have an iron deficiency, and sulfur and iron are the two things that like my body just is deficient on naturally. So taking them are actually helping me, and it's really good for your joints and your bones as well as your hair. So I do that. Collagen, it helps the elasticity in your skin and in your tissues. So that really helps, like tissues like your muscle, your joints, all that helps that. So I'm doing that so much, not so much for hair, but more so for my body, and so that I don't get carpal tunnel or any of that. I do finger and hand exercises when I'm in between clients, or roll my wrist or whatever, so that I don't have an issue later on down the line, because reality is that most hairdressers at some point come into some uncomfortableness, and I'm not trying to get there. So how I'm avoiding that is by trying to take care of my body. Then hair, skin, and nail vitamins, that's self-explanatory. I'm trying to kickstart the growth to my hair. The women's daily vitamin, I was suggested to take one by a doctor, and she suggested the Alive because she said that one was like one of the best ones other than prenatal vitamins. And I just don't feel like, because there's a lot that goes into prenatal vitamins that I may not need. The iron in it, I probably could. So I know when I finish this amount of the Alive I have currently, then I am going to get prenatals, because iron and me, I'm deficient of it. I've had a few iron transfusions, so that's that. Then as far as oiling or greasing my scalp, when me and one of my clients was talking about this last night, because she got her hair braided and I did some feed-in braids on her, and at some point I hopefully will be able to start showing you guys some of my work, but at this point I'm just not there. So basically we're talking about why people stop using grease or petroleum based products on their clients' scalps, and or pressing waxes or things like that. When you go to school for cosmetology, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad at this, there is an 11-month program for cosmetology. When you go to school for cosmetology, the amount of ethnic hair, like relaxers, how to use the Marcel iron or pressing comb, and how to do a jerry curl or a wave nouveau, or however you want to call it, the texture services for ethnic hair, it's only a 3-week period. That's it. If you ever pay attention, there are a lot of hairstylists who are not comfortable doing relaxers, so take that for what it's worth. Then the petroleum-based products, they discourage because of them teaching not ethnic hair. Like, they don't know, or they've never really done a big study on ethnic hair, so they don't know what really works or why we use what we use. One, when you're greasing your scalp, you're massaging your scalp because you have to rub the oils in. You don't just lay them on there, you rub them in. That's one. Two, it puts a protective coating on your scalp and stops your scalp from being dry. Most, and I'm not saying all, but most people of African descent, and I'm not saying just like here in the States, I'm not just saying Europe, I'm not just saying Africa, I'm saying not just in the islands, all people of African descent, most of them have a dry scalp. We do not produce as much sebaceous oil, that's like the oils that come off your scalp. We don't produce that like our counterparts. So that oil that you're putting on your scalp is to actually hydrate and to help your scalp have that circulation and not feel that dryness. Then shampooing our hair. When we shampoo our hair, because our products should be more viscous, thicker, heavier, all of that, you do need a sulfate to get all that buildup out of your hair. If you are using something like a cold wash or sulfate-free products, over time you will experience buildup on your scalp and on your hair, which means that your hair is not being cleansed thoroughly or properly. So then you are just basically piling product on top of product. It's kind of like taking a bath with lotion. Would you take a shower with lotion or a bath with lotion? Of course not, because over time you would never feel clean. You would just feel rinsed off. And so I kind of laugh or say kind of weird things about people who do those things, because I'm like, so when were you gonna actually cleanse yourself? So just take it for what it's worth. I know there's a lot of people who feel different ways. I like sulfate-free products if I have not loaded up my hair with products. Like if you're one of those people who just is like a water and lightweight products, then a cold wash will be great. But if you're one of those people who uses heavy products, honey, you might need something with sulfate so you can get all that buildup out of your hair. Then as far as conditioning your hair, conditioning is for your hair, not for your scalp. I've seen a lot of people slather it on their roots. You should not be putting conditioner on your roots. Sorry, I'm picking up my breakfast, you guys. This morning I'm getting coffee, a large coffee, and I'm getting parfait so that I can get something on my stomach. Yogurt's a good source of protein, as well as the fruit that's in it is good for you, and strawberries are a form of vitamin C, so I want to put my collagen in there and eat that this morning, and then I'll have my coffee so that I can feel ready for my day. If you're wondering what lip color I have on this morning, this is a color by e.l.f. And hold on, I'll get it out of my purse for you guys if I can find it. Girl, I can't find it with that. Just move my hand around in here. Oh, okay. And this one is in Vampy Violet. So, yeah. But back to what I was talking about. So, like, if you are using anything that could clog a pore, you should be using something that could get it all off your scalp. Cold washes are really good for people who are not doing heavy products, but even with the cold wash, eventually you do need to shampoo your hair with a real shampoo, not just cold wash, because cold wash over time can build up on your hair. So I think like people need to be aware, as well as made not knowledgeable about this, because a lot of times like people are watching YouTube videos. One of my clients was telling me yesterday she watches YouTube videos, and I was like, well, when you're watching those YouTube videos, are they explaining to you that like at least once every blue moon they really shampoo their hair or any of that? Then another one of these girls was asking me about that rice water and how I felt about it. You can overly give your hair too much protein or too much keratin, so you have to be careful with that. That actually was meant to be a rinse. It's not meant to be like something you leave in your hair. So I would say rinse your hair with it and then shampoo your hair after or before. So the people at my McDonald's by where I work, they all come in and get their hair done too. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
So, like I was saying, like, you have to take these people's videos kind of like for what they worth, because they're all trying like, if you notice, a lot of them are trying different stuff all the time, and that's cool for people to view you or watch you or whatever. But the reality is like, you find your hair regimen and you stick to it. You don't just kind of like keep hopping all over. That's how you get the setbacks in your hair growth journey. That's how you have just different problems with your hair. Find the products that work for you and stick to them. Well, guys, I have arrived, and I hate to say it this way, but I'll see you guys next time on this side of 40. And if you have not subscribed, it doesn't cost anything. Please do so. Please put a comment in the bar below if you're interested in any other hair facts, and I'll see you guys next time.